Here we go, baby.
What's up?
Here we go, baby. This is a huge week.
They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly, but you never know what's going to happen.
The announcement was, if this game was played on paper, it might get ugly. Alright, no.
The Boilermakers will get us started with the opening kickoff. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. So Ole Miss offense will have the first possession of the game. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, they've been proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They have two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So, whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
When you're coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
He lets one fly deep. Oh, right through his hands. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one.
You're not going to see that happen too often. The quarterback, man, he was licking his chops. He saw a big space in the middle of the field. He had his best receiver there ready to make a play, and he dropped it.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Yeah, and that's back-to-back games. This guy's notched a sack, starting to be a problem. A guy that's diagnosing passes, rushing the passer really, really well. This defense could use this guy's production consistently. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. The Rebels will bring the punt team onto the field. Looks as if they might have a little something going on that drive, but they'll have to kick it. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. The Boilermakers offense has the ball for the first time. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you? Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
And you can tell the QB was going there the whole time, right? Quickly get the football, throw it to the left, get it to your running back in some space, but the defense was ready for it. They were sitting on it, came up and made the play for no gain. Into enemy territory, now bounds at the 48. Man, that used to just drive me nuts. I couldn't stand that. The quarterback drops back the pass, scrambles around. You got me chasing you all over the field, getting close to the sideline. Stay in bounds. Please stay in bounds. Let me get a little bit of a reward for all my running so I can just put some kind of hit on it. Nope. Steps out of bounds. They'll give it to the back. Oh, he's got some space. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. The Boilermakers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. The RPO fire complete to the left. Oh, he got loose. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon. And he's putting this defense on alert early.
And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening.
Josh, with that touchdown.
Touchdown, Boilermakers! Gotta getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd.
I just took the lead against Ole Miss.
Blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
No. Well, not yet. That's coming yet.
It makes those holes. It just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Complete to start this drive. They're wrestling down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. Really good job.
Brother, I was about to say, there's no way.
You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little. And a really good job of keeping throwing action. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Here comes the heat. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking for a man. It's Flowers. He's got him this time. Ball is loose. Defense scoops it up, and he's heading the other way. Well, the quarterback...
Please, please, please tell me he isn't down. He's down.
His receiver quickly and gave him an opportunity to make a few moves after the catch, but he's got to do a better job with ball security.
Oh my God,
that is a costly fumble.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Trying to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles into the ground.
You know, this zone replay is something they rep over and over and over in practice. This guy can run it and execute it in his sleep. Good decision there keeping the football.
And the missed connection on 3rd down. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt.
I left it short.
Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys. Man, sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal, miss, make, rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard. And he'll pick up the first down.
Yes, a touchdown.
Drill on that tackle.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball,
Yes,
he saw the
Texas
quarterback start
State.
communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Looking to throw, it's Flowers. Now improvising. Breaks it to the open. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
I know it's early this year, but it's obvious this guy is a focal point in this offense. After having 2 touchdowns in his first game, he gets on the board here. Doesn't matter where he lines up, they find ways to get him the football, and defenses just have not been able to figure him out.
On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Trying to escape and get it himself. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit. With a 1st down, they'll snap it from the 32. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. We've got a good one going here, and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. To pass. It's complete to the left. They make the tackle at the 36. Let's see if they bring out the punt team. The Boilermakers will come to the line to convert on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it in their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Boilermakers with the 1st and 10. Clark to fire. There's the pressure. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. If it works, they tried to follow up the big run with a pass and didn't work out for them.
No, they've done a good job on the defense. You know, sometimes when you give up runs, you get more aggressive. You want to bring more guys to the line of scrimmage, and you want to overreact. The defense stayed calm, stayed true, came up with a big sack the next play.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
That's a really nice play on second down. I love the quarterback's read. I love that he kept it. Good offensive coordinators across college football. They have
quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at 42.
This is one of the things that makes this defense so tricky is they've got incredible speed at the inside linebacker position. Not only can they go sideline to sideline and run east-west, they can run downhill on blitzes and they can get to your quarterback.
They'll try to convert on 4th and long after giving up that big sack. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Blasted as he lets it go. Only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down. They needed a bunch on 4th down, and boy, did they get it.
And I get aggressiveness. We get aggressiveness. We want to be aggressive, take shots down the field. First half, they felt like 4th and long. No big deal, and they get it. I imagine we'll get a few more of those.
Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
And it's just so fun to be a play caller when you got a QB that can do that. Like, it's a pass play. Nope, he pulls it down, chews up yardage, gets a first down. Both of these quarterbacks, man, they have this ability to make big plays.
Offense tries to go RPO and hand off to the running back, but how about the defense up front? They're just too stout. They're not getting moved anywhere, and they're able to make a big-time play.
And both these quarterbacks, man, they're showing off their ability to take off and scramble and make plays. Right here, it's a design pass. He's looking to make a play. What does he do? He sees some space, captures it, makes the big play with his feet, gets another first down. This guy can do that a lot.
A first down run on the doorstep. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout.
defense stopped them again on 2nd and goal. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
A big 3rd down coming, and hotty-toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready.
You're not that ass.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute.
That was a 16-play drive.
On the ground, take the lead going into the half, take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
I'm up by 7.
He'll bring it out. It's Hale. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. They'll go to the ground. Fouls through the defense. And this offense on 1st down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game. Finally corralled and not before. He picks up the 1st down. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Dropping back, it's Flowers. He lobs one high down the left side. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback.
Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Rebels will snap it on 1st and 10. The give on the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Caught near the sidelines. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds. I guess if you're going to get a 1-yard gain, at least it's kind of a highlight. Great body control. Great job understanding how to keep a foot in bounds and give a little toe tap on the sidelines there. Power football with the run. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And this one splits the uprights. That'll bring him to within 4. So they put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away, and hoping that'll be the final points of this 1st half. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He'll do it himself. He'll be knocked out of bounds after picking up a few. Yeah, it happened to keep. His own number and all these options, obviously multiple plays. He decides to stick with it, get some positive yards, and now what's next off of that? What's my next read off of that? How am I going to mix things up and keep this defense on balance? It's runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Right midfield, he's got room. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. The Boilermakers
Boilermakers come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Clark wants to throw. It's complete on the right side. And the defense makes the tackle, and that ought to do it here in the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A memorable first half of football so far today in Oxford.
The Rebels will line up to kick off and start the second half. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble turning it on. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46. And the Boilermakers just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
Well, the key decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
Moving into scoring territory at the 36 on first down. He'll pull it down and run. Across the 25, he's got room. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
Well, he does a really nice job buying time, and I love the awareness there, understanding no one's open downfield, knowing where the sticks are, and he's able to use his athleticism to get that first down.
Got some room ahead to the goal line. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. The Boilermakers have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Trying to pound it in. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
You want to bring in your tight ends? You want to bring in more beef for that offensive line? I'm going to bring in more beef. Nice job by the defense understanding the situation. Red zone, field shrinks. I need more bigger personnel in the field, some big guys that can stop the run. Played the run well. Great job by the defense understanding the situation.
They worked it down to the 4-yard line, but now it's 3rd and goal. Might be calling a hot route. That's got it. And they get him, and they'll lose yardage on that complete.
Brother, you're right there. What am I doing? Please, man. What am I doing? Why did I assume it
So
was a
after
blue
the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense.
Why did I just do that?
On the run from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They'll go to work trailing 17-10 and hoping to put together a productive drive. Can't get him to the ground.
Oh my God!
Defense grabs him. There they go. They drag him down pretty quickly, but the defense forced a big turnover. He'll pull it on the read. Gets it past the marker. At the 20.
He's just took every option.
Once he got some room, it was over.
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option. You've seen the evolution with scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
Here he comes from inside his own 5.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense...
And once he found open space, the man might as well start playing.
And he finds the end zone. I tell you what, man, this guy's going to be a force. You look at this offense, they find different ways to get him the football, different ways to use him. 3 times now he's entered the end zone, and not even 2 full games yet. This dude's a playmaker.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. A run for the quarterback. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Oh, he's got some space. He's finally stopped, but a big play there with his feet as he moves those sticks.
It is gotta happen.
The Boilermakers, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Fighting off the defender.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know we only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this.
I was saying my wide receiver's from Florida. I say he's a Florida Jet, and I say
yeah.
they're gonna do the gritty.
Yep,
See what he can do when defense gives you a look to hold the football and then finally throw it. That's when you take advantage.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs, just want positive yards, make the right read the guy if he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
They'll try to move the chains on the ground. They've got it
He won the
inside
football,
the 40
pretty
at the 39 as they pick up the first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to...
Oh! No! It's fumbled. Tried sliding too.
Everywhere it's a turnover.
I could have put him away with that.
To the air, it's Flowers.
This defense has the ability to get pressure on the QB from the edge. And I don't necessarily mean from defensive ends, but from the outside linebackers. These guys get in their sprinter stances, and they come off the ball. That outside linebacker showed you his speed right there.
They have 4 minutes and 51 seconds of possession, and I have 16 minutes.
One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Back to pass. Fires to the tight end. They make the stop, but not before he takes. Out of what they need to move the sticks.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing there.
On 3rd down, he drops.
What a sack!
And the rush will get to him at the
Oh
25.
my God.
And the Rebels will
Let's
line
go,
up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Here's the return. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you got the offense moving a little bit and you put that thing on the deck, Jesse. But move on, reload, forget about it.
At the end of the day, it's just fundamental football, right? They practice it all week. 5 points of pressure. Every ball carrier has to have it. They just got to do a better job moving forward.
Oh, they dial up on second and a long way to go. The pull and throw off the RPO. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed. He's not the biggest guy in the world, so he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways.
Breaks into the open.
Oh, yeah.
And how much running room have they been able to find?
Oh my gosh. Holiday is a freaking monster.
And man, are they piling up some gaudy rushing stats.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
Gives it on the option. Got enough space. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. The Boilermakers headed quickly to the line.
Yeah.
Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Purdue.
Yeah.
That's not a flag.
Oh.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot. And now let's see if they can pull this one out. Runs through a tackle. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense.
Oh, he wants it all. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't
There's
been able
no
to
way
get
just
going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it. But you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They're mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback. And again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
Dropping back, it's Flowers. Pressure coming. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Dances away. Got all he needed for the 1st down, and then he gets down on the slide. The Rebels have this offense rolling.
Man, it is do or die time right now for this offense playing at home, and the quarterback just takes the play over. On 4th down, knowing they're trailing, do anything you can to scramble, find a way to keep this team alive in front of this home crowd. This is going to go down to the wire.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it. But some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
And the Rebels come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Finds him out of the backfield. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. The Rebels racing to the line in the hurry-up. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. 1st down, 10 yards to go. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ball. Now, we got a 1-possession game. We got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stop? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
He's got great speed.
Oh my gosh! Why do we keep doing this? So
They won't get him. It's a touchdown. That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously you got those wheels. But to be able to get through, and then guess what? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. His drive will open from the 15. Quarterback on the keeper. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Looking for a man. It's Flowers. Here's a throw downfield late. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick.
Really? Really?
They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible.
I didn't look
And
today yet.
it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense.
It's on yours.
Short gain on the play before he slides. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The Land Sharks circling, crowd getting this defense whipped up on 3rd down. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Starts the drive, trying to go up top. Finds his tight end. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Got to get lined up to spike it and stop the clock. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Flowers. He's got him. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Pass is incomplete, but a lot of contact there. I think it's going to be pass interference and a 1st down.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Grabbed in the
scored a touchdown. You made this a one-possession game. The bad news is you got to get the ball back. So if you're the head coach, you got to start thinking, how are we going to do that? Are we going onside kick, or do we trust our defense to give it back to the young?
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Guys, this is a story we see every single year in college football. Ranked teams losing to unranked opponents. Whatever the reasons, it adds to the flavor of a season.
It's so good because we all love the upsets. And then if you're the team that got that ranked win, Jesse, you start to build your resume, start to build some momentum. So this squad got a good win today.
They sure did. They put the rest of college football on alert with that huge win. And for the team losing, they've now got to be able to turn the page. They got to go back, do some soul searching, because they're a much better team than what they showed today.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Sheldon, you're such a clown. It's so good. Wow.